Hello everyone, Ace here, and today we are back with my Let's Play of the Russian campaign for Empire Earth. So yeah, this is it, the very final mission of the campaign and the base game. Let's jump right in, shall we?
A blinding light, an agonizing pain, and General Molotov with his American ally, Molly Ryan, have gone back in an attempt to alter what cannot be undone. Or can it? Molotov has chosen his target carefully. He hopes to confront the original Grigor just before his escape from Voronezh, when he has not yet attained power. But he may also have to confront an age-old riddle. Is it right to murder a man for crimes he has yet to commit? Molotov is troubled by that question. His recollection of the strong leader he met near the end of his life so long ago is difficult to reconcile with the legacy left by his metallic successor. Written history and even memories are sometimes romanticized to such a degree that they no longer match up with the actual events of the time. And so Molotov wonders, when he and Molly arrive, will they meet Grigor the hero or Grigor the villain?
Alright, so we've actually traveled back in time to the very first mission, as you could probably tell. And this is easily going to be one of the toughest missions in the entire game. But I'm going to try to see if I can't find a strategy to beat it somewhat easily. Let's find out. But yeah, here's the history. Which, considering that this particular mission is set in 2018, actually makes it history again, ironically enough. Well, fictional history, but anyways. I'm not going to read it to you, but if you want to read it yourself, go ahead and pause, and I would recommend doing so, even though it is fictional, to be fair. Hence, organize your defenses immediately. Yeah, we're going to need spies to infiltrate enemy buildings. And we can get an alliance with the Ukrainians, which is a really, really good idea. And also there's time controllers in each of these cities here that will constantly spam enemies. So we have to destroy those, and those have tons of health. But once we get that taken care of, that should make our work a little bit easier. But it's still going to be really tough. So let's jump right in.
The safe house is empty. It looks like the time machine was not as accurate as we had hoped. This would have been our best chance to speak with Grigor.
Just a minute. I thought we were here to kill him.
We must first discover the truth about what happened here, Molly. I still believe forging a strong Russian state is a noble goal. It is my hope that we can find Grigor and explain to him what the future holds, so that we may avert its tragedies while still helping my people.
All right. We'll give your approach just one shot to work. From what you've told me, our best chance now is to catch him at the main gate. Our timing can't be that far off.
I am positive when Grigor learns how his glorious vision has been corrupted, he will want to ensure things turn out differently.
Alright, so, as they said... Oh, okay then. Cutscene's still playing.
Excuse me, soldier. I am Molly Ryan, an American security consultant on assignment with Interior Affairs in Moscow. My assistant and I are here helping in the search for Grigor Stoyanovich. Have any vehicles passed by here recently?
I was not aware that Interior Affairs had requested outside.
Sorry.
But your credentials seem to be in order. We have seen no sign of the crocodile. The only vehicle to have passed through here recently was a potato truck we let by 10 minutes ago.
Incompetent fools! Grigor was hiding in the back of that very truck. We're too late again.
My apologies, ma'am. But it seemed to us...
We don't need excuses. Well, Molotov, what are we supposed to... Look out! Incoming!
Uh-oh. Well, that can't be good.
What aircraft was that? I've never seen its like before.
Those advanced bombers can only mean one thing. We have competition. The time machine must have been captured.
You, guard. As an acting representative of Interior Affairs, I must temporarily take control of the forces in Veronas during this emergency situation. Inform your comrades.
We will obey, of course, but we are little more than policemen, not part of the army.
Grigor will be attempting to destroy the Capitol building here in Veronas. We must prevent that from happening, or the people in the region will surrender to the Ushi party, and history will begin to repeat itself.
All right, Molotov. I can instruct the civilians in how to build an espionage facility that will reveal enemy positions to us. Once built, we can use it to track down Grigor. We can also use it to recruit and train spies.
As I recall from history, the Ukraine was neutral until persuaded to ally with Novaya Russia. We should try to speak with the Ukrainians first.
Alright, so let's get that taken care of right away. First things first,
Affirmative.
head down there. We'll need a lot of units churned out really quickly. Especially anti-tank guns and infantry. So should be a decent combination for the start. Let's see how many people we have here. 5. Good. You guys go on that iron mine. You
Ready? Okay.
go on the gold. Okay, so 6 bombers right off the bat. Pretty good little... Maybe get more here if we want. That's probably not a bad idea to do. Alright, they're already on their way to speak with the Ukrainians. So we can get 2 there. Should be able to ally with them easily enough. They'll give us free resources, which will be extremely useful.
Sir, yes, sir.
Trying to figure out which building it is, though, that we have to go to. Maybe it's the barracks?
Affirmative.
For the people. The Ukrainian government is grateful to you. We were considering an alliance with Stoyanovich. It seemed sensible to stay on friendly terms with his proposed Novaya Russia. But since he began using unheard-of weapons to subdue his own people, we became wary of his motives. Now that you have provided us with other options, we will provide what little military and economic aid we can spare.
Alright, so that pretty much clears out the entire southern flank is now secured by them, which is good news. And we do have some points to spare here, so let's see. Our bombers are pretty good, I think. Cybers, what else do we need for cybers? Maybe range? But we don't have the points yet for that. I'm considering doing something a little bit strange, but if I take range for subs, the reason I'm thinking of this is because we can actually build some subs, I think, around here. If we can get some subs here built, we can get ballistic subs. And those should be able to rain death from. Oh.
I'm receiving a transmission on a frequency we used in Novaya Russia.
Hello, Molotov. I warned you not to betray me.
So, you are here, as I suspected. But
Whoops,
you will
sorry,
not
my
stop
phone.
us. There is too much at stake for me to let that happen.
Foolish human. Can you not see the order I bring to the earth? Once united under one banner and purified of dissenters, worldwide peace will follow. It is you who must be stopped. Your forces in Cuba could not prevent the time machine from falling into our hands. We easily kept them from destroying it, and then followed you here.
But our plan called for a minimum of disturbance. By bringing such advanced technology here, you are changing the future in ways we couldn't begin to imagine.
I'd hardly call your plan a minimal disturbance. But I must thank you. By providing me with both the means and the reason to travel to this time, I believe you have sped up Novaya Russia's timetable. Instead of decades of intermittent war, the Earth will be ours far sooner. Perhaps you have saved lives after all.
But not the millions of innocent lives you will still take, I'd wager. You have not won yet.
The fact that I am still able to arrive here from the future suggests that your plan has already failed. But enough idle chatter. I could have caught you easily enough at the safe house in Veronas, but decided instead to go back to an earlier time and prepare Volgograd for Grigor's arrival. With our advanced forces, it is now time to deal with all our enemies at once. Past, present, and future.
Alright. I actually got a little bit of a view there, a little bit of one of those time controllers that they were talking about. Let's see. How expensive is it to get that? What are we needing? Looks like we need 50 stone, and that's about it. So if I actually have these guys get some stone real quick, I can get that all taken care of.
Sir? Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir, yes, sir.
I think that's the force I'm going to be using mainly to try to hold the line. Oh, I do need some anti-air units because, as we've seen, they already can send bombers our way, which is extremely bad news.
Right away.
Okay, we now have the resources to build that espionage center. We'll build it here, I think. Yeah,
Right away.
should be good.
Ready. Okay. Waiting orders, sir. Waiting orders.
Send our bombers. I guess we can send them on a few raids. We'll go ahead and try taking out a few of these. Alright, so speed and attack should be pretty much all we need once we get that first... Okay, so the first plant, we'll go ahead and take that out.
Excellent. Now that we've completed our espionage facility, we can obtain up-to-date information on enemy positions. We can also train spies at the facility so that they can infiltrate enemy buildings and steal their advanced technology. That should help us even the odds.
Grigor is holed up in a bunker deep within a palace in Volgograd. I'll need to get in there in order to speak with him, to make him see reason. Our forces need to be careful not to destroy the palace before I can get inside.
See, what kind of defenses do they have? Bomber, ooh, and the attacks are already on the way. This is not good. I don't want to lose my... I really don't want to lose these guys because these guys... There we go. Go in. Yep, go fight that. Alright. Alright, well, we obviously need more men. A lot more men. You know what? Bomber. This is bad news.
Yes, sir.
Alright, fall back, lure them there. Now, okay, so I'll get a few leopard tanks produced. I was hoping not to get pushed back this far this early on, but the attacks are going to be pretty much constant, and oh dear. They are, okay, well at least I can upgrade that siege factory, since... Or I can actually build some decent units using it, is what I mean. If I can get there. Okay, how many tanks do we have ready? And already the bombers are coming in. This is not good. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, we finally got them pushed back a little bit.
I have entered the siege factory. Prepare to receive a transmission containing the specs for some advanced anti-tank and siege guns.
Good. Okay, the bad news is I still need more units. I'm just not getting them built fast enough. More bombers. Okay, that one's dealt with. Increase building HP, yes please. And we're pretty much under constant attack right now. But at least we now have units that can properly counter these tanks. Fall back, send in our tanks, okay. Alright, so now we need to start blasting our way through. Let's see. I believe that, there it is. If we can hit this thing, we can at least try doing enough damage to tip. The towers are going, that's bad. That's very bad. Alright, we need more people. Did we destroy it? I think we did, actually. So that is one tower, or that's one of those time controllers out of the way, which means that that's going to be a certain amount of troops that I'm just not going to be sending at us anymore. So that is great news. Now, can I upgrade the... Let's see, what can I do with the buildings and towers? Attack, yes please. Hit points, not quite enough, but you know what? I can... There we go.
Yes, sir, Adder. 10-4. Sir, yes, sir.
They're trying to hit our anti-air defenses to try to weaken us in that sector. Okay, that is dealt with. More cybers. They're using Hyperions. All right. Can we get to that barracks over there, I wonder? We might be able to. So what's my next part of the plan here? Still have 5 of these. And that is enough to at least... Alright, I'll build a transport helicopter. That should at least get us to be able to fly there and drop on this. And then we can take this cyber factory here, and then cyber lab. I'll give us cyber tech, which will be really useful. I need more tanks. I also need something else. I need a hospital. So we'll build a hospital right there. That should allow us to constantly heal our units. Unfortunately, they are still trying to attack. Trying to attack these so they can take out our anti-air defenses, which is bad news. So we will have to set some anti-air defenses inside, specifically to counter that. There we go. Just about got it. There we go. Healing rate and range improvement. Yes, please. Okay. Go ahead and give this.
Comrade? 10-4. Yes, Commander.
All right. Fly in. Drop this guy in. Fly out. And that should be it.
We are under attack.
Go on, get in. This one will work too, come on.
I've penetrated the barracks and
There we go.
obtained data to allow us to provide our own troops with laser weapons and advanced medical equipment.
That works. Okay. Alright, so we've now got enough resources, I think, to buy a few more bombers. And while we are at it, get our bombers ready to go. They're going to be attacking this here with the specific purpose of taking out the time controller there. And that will open up the southern flank as well. So we won't be getting hit as often there.
We are under attack.
We are getting hit by something. Oh, okay, so it's one AA unit. I think we can survive that. There it is. And it's taken down. Alright. Now our final objective is going to be to get to this palace here. After we kill Grigor II. Good news is I do have a working strategy in mind for how I'm going to do that, I think. What I'm going to do is take out the anti-air positions, then the towers and airfields. Once Grigor II dies, we'll just destroy the gate and have one of our heroes fly in. Okay. Let's see. Can we make it to these tank factories here? We might be able to. Well, wait. No, we need to actually destroy. I do have a plan. I'm going to destroy this bomber or this that tower. Then we'll destroy the other tower. Here. And that should clear it up just enough. Oh, and this one too. That should clear it up just enough that we should be able to just fly right in with our helicopter and get us some tank tech. Oh, bad, 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 bad. I lost the helicopter. Oh, well. Okay. Another helicopter transport. Yep. These guys, yep. Maybe if I just fly over here, I can then sneak around and then get to these tank factories that way. Okay, that works. That tank's dead, which is good news. We'll go ahead and fly our little helicopter there. Did they shot down the helicopter. Well, this is not going quite as well as I expected. Oh well, go ahead and kill the final time controller since we do definitely have the resources to do it. Once that's dead, at least, things will be a lot easier to start taking out. Now, the anti-air guns are still going to have to be my main priority for a start. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. At least 13 of the things. So it's going to be tricky. Time controller taken out. Well, now that that's out of the way, how many of these AA guns have been taken down by this? It looks like at least one. How many civ points do we have to play with? Area damage. No, I don't need area damage. At least these gates seem to be a pretty reliable defensive position. Alright, now maybe since we're not going to get hit that hard, maybe we've cleared out enough enemy units that we can now start capping more or getting more tech. My plan is going to be to, like I said, get Tank Factory. After that's done, ideally I could get the airfields and the cyber tech. And each time I get 5 Civ points for doing this, by the way, so that is excellent news. Okay, so I have, it seems, swung around and made it in.
Yes, Commander. 10-4.
Right under their noses.
We are under attack.
This one, if you can't get to that one, come on. Get to the airfield, get to the airfield.
We are under attack. We are under attack.
What are you doing? No.
We are under attack.
You know what? I don't need the tech. I'm just gonna start bombing the buildings and that'll take care of the problem. That one, that one, that one, that one.
Awaiting orders. Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Sir, yes, sir. We are under attack. We are under attack.
And they're trying to weaken us there as well. That could be bad.
We are under attack. We are under attack.
Oh, so we only partially destroyed some. That's bad. Well, we'll have to do the job properly then. Again.
We are under attack.
At least we've destroyed a few of them. Plan's very simple though. Kill the towers here, kill... They've already repaired the darn things. Brilliant.
Awaiting orders. We are under attack. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
I'll just hit it with 2 bombers, each single one.
Sir, yes, sir.
Problem solved.
We are under attack. We are under attack. Roger. We are under attack. Roger. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. We are under attack. Ready, sir. Roger. Ready, sir.
Alright, so have we taken out those 2 up there? Yes, we have. Good.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. We are under
That one.
awaiting orders. Sir, yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
And that one. And yeah, that should...
Awaiting orders. Sir, yes,
And that one too. So that should pretty much clear out the northern anti-air defense set of that.
awaiting
sector.
orders, sir.
Alright, ooh, we can even hit this one. We'll hit that one too. Pretty much leave all except these two taken out, which means we can then focus on the airfields. Alright. So a large chunk of their defenses have been deleted. Which means, actually, there's another option. I could build a few transport helicopters, get some Guardians set up, and have them fully upgraded, and just span them with, say, 20 of those guys, and they should be able to delete the anti-air units aside from the guns. Just delete that. Delete that. And we still have 7 bombers left to play with, assuming, or 5 bombers, yeah. There we go. I think we're about ready to start destroying these airfields. Now I do know that they respawn airfields, I think in the south here, or they rebuild them, so that is part of the reason why I'm not relying on taking those out. However, yes, we took it out. Now we're down to just 1. And a whole bunch of anti-air units to deal with. But once we take out the tank factories, or the siege factories there, I don't think there are any tank factories now that I think about it. We take out the hospital, take out the airfield, and we should be good to go as far as deleting what's left of their defenses is concerned. Looks like I have... I think I'll need at least 7 bombers to reliably take down one of these. Yes, it was a bad idea to try sending your anti-air units through the... And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and delete this one too, just for the sake of it. Okay. Where's our barracks is at? We only have 1, huh? We'll have to change that by building a second. Put it right there. Plan's going to be very simple. We'll go ahead. Oh, they're setting up more anti-air defenses. That's unfortunate. Destroy the capital.
How can I help? Right away.
It's quite clear we have to destroy that, if only because they're going to be constantly spamming us with citizens that constantly are going to be just rebuilding stuff, which is not going to play out very well for us. It means it'll turn into an ugly little battle attrition. So, yeah, we'll just destroy the capital. That'll hopefully... Alright, we even took out the hospital too, which is excellent news. Just have to... How many more of these do we have left? Okay.
Ready, sir.
Yes, Commander.
Looks like they're actually being a little bit slow to actually rebuild that, so that is great news for us. What's our pop cap at? Pretty good actually. So we will go ahead and get more resources. While we are at it, can I build 15 more bombers? I believe I can. Okay, so I'll need 10 more here. That'll get us up to 2 airfields that are filled with bombers. Build the tower. Yes, it was not a great idea on your part to try and destroy or try to send in a bomber like that. Another tower here just to close off that gap. It's best if you guys don't show up or don't try building it on the side of the wall where all the bad guys are. Okay. So how much do we need left to delete? Delete that. We'll send in 7 more bombers to delete that. And then they can basically just attack whatever they want at that point. How many more of these do we have? All the bombers there in use, and we have, okay, so we have at least 9 bombers left to play with. It's quite a bit. And now, we can actually just start wrecking stuff. Airfield destroyed. Take out that tower. Let's see if 2 bombers is enough. I think it might be about enough. Maybe it might take more, like 3 bombers or something. Yeah, I think it might take 3 bombers, but no worries. Let's see. Ooh, they're building another airfield. Interesting. Destroy it. That way they can't produce any planes really from it, and it's not going to be all that useful to them. There we go. That's taken out. Let's see, what's left? How much? Okay. Grigor's at full health, which is unfortunate. How many bombers do we have left? Ooh. Let's just bomb Grigor. We've got pretty much all of the main stuff. We just need to kill the towers and then just bomb Grigor to oblivion, I think. And that once that's done, they're just not going to be able to really counter us all that well if Grigor is... Ooh, and they're already building another airfield. And he regenerates health. Well, that's lovely. Which means that I'm not going to be able to use my bombers to completely kill him. Okay, we might need to do another strategy for him. I have an idea. Because there's another kind of bomber that we have. We'll have to be very careful with it, of course, but if we can get, say, 5 of those up and running, and ideally fully upgraded, we'll be able to just nuke him out of existence. And I do think that I actually have the resources to pull this off. Now, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and destroy this airfield. I think that is 7, yep. Send out 7 bombers, and...
Ready, sir.
Roger. 10-4. We are under attack. Go ahead. Roger. Ready, sir.
No! I wish we could set the default attack mode right from the get-go for all units. That is one thing I wish we could do with this game. We can't. So they do stupid stuff like that. Okay. So while we are at it, we'll go ahead, send a few against their towers. I want to delete what's left of the towers so that way we don't have to deal with those things anymore.
We are under attack. Awaiting orders. Sir, yes, sir. We are under attack.
Let's see. Okay, so they do have anti-air units patrolling it,
We are under attack.
which will be a threat to our bombers later on, but not so much against the other stuff. Oh, we're going to need another bomber for that. That one's deleted. They are pretty insistent on building anti-air units, or yeah, building airfields and anti-air units to a lesser extent, but yeah. I just need to improve those stats, and I think I should be safe as far as these things are concerned. They do have a shorter flight time than the bombers. Well, actually, wait, no, they actually have a longer one, so they should actually be pretty useful for taking out these, for taking out Grigor once we start actually seeing him. We'll have to start deleting this because they are using it to send fighters against us again, because of course they are. But that's gonna be taken out, and let's see what else needs to be taken out. This one, sure. This one, yeah, good idea to take it out too. I don't know what's going on with the spies because but they're sending out, oh, well, we need to send more bombers to take this out because it's going to be ruining us otherwise. Because all they're going to do is keep spamming bombers until they finally get it completely. In fact, get these guys to delete that. Almost got it, but they're repairing the darn thing already. There. That it was extremely costly. Those guys have a heck of a flight time left. Alright, we'll build another airfield, this time filled with fighters, just to take out the darn planes. There we go.
Okay.
Go Brad.
Affirmative. How can I help?
We are under attack.
We'll use fighter bombers. Not what I was trying to do.
Awaiting orders. We are under attack.
10 of those, 5 of those left, and how many of these left? Ouch. So we pretty much only have 10 bombers left and 5 nuclears. And they already have a new airfield up. Of course they do. Let's go ahead and ruin their day. Because I have fighter bombers. I think it's...
Yes, sir.
Yep, it's D. And there we go. We'll start building those things up. And while we are at it, do I have any... Yeah, I do actually have some stuff, so... Actually, I probably should have done the cost reduction first, but we will do speed. Hit points, yes, and attack, yes.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, Commander.
We are under attack.
Can I even get build time? Nope, not build time increase. Unfortunate. Forgot I even had these to upgrade. Okay, so they are obviously using bombers and stuff to try to destroy this area.
How can I help?
So we shall build more towers. Just build them right over here. Not being used for anything really, but why not? Just delete that and let's see what else. They've already got 2 airfields up. That is extremely bad news, but I can counter that. Once I get enough fighter bombers in the air, it'll be a short matter to just delete. That works.
We are under attack. How can I help? Okay.
Pull another tower here just for the lulz. Once we have the fighter bombers ready to go, I think once I get up to, we'll say 10, we'll get 10 of these ready to go, and then we'll just have them destroy everything that's defending the palace here, which She has a reasonable amount of health. Not too much, though, so we might want to be careful. We still have the hospital there, it looks like. It's good. Whoa, that was bad. Alright, so we now have I think we have just about everything we need. Send the fighters in. Bomber command. You go delete that airfield. Go ahead and get more bombers built. Once the fighters start taking out everything that's in all the anti-air defenses. All right. I think we're under attack. But hey, we've managed to deal with most of the stuff that's... Sorry if you can hear a train in the background, by the way. We still have 4 bombers in operation. Ooh. Alright, so it does look at least like most of the stuff that has been bothering us has been dealt with. What we have to really do is deal with that last airfield. While we're at it, I'm going to try and go ahead and send a few of these atomic bombers in. Just to delete a few of the... These... I still have 5 of these things, or 2 of these things left to play with. So we'll go ahead and we will actually use those to destroy the final tower, or Grigor the... Of course they built another airfield. Why wouldn't they? Well, let's find Grigor the Second and kill him. There we go. There he is. Ooh, we even took out that airfield too. Awesome! Let's see, how much damage are these atomic bombers going to do? About 3. Okay, so close to 4,000 HP. Not quite, but that's a piece, so... Quite a hefty little punch, and... Oh, they're already building a new airfield. Yeah, fun times are not going to be had for you, I'm afraid. Alright, so let's see how many of these atomic bombers are left. If I can get them all in one go... to... one by accident. Okay, so it looks like we only lost a single one. They're expensive, but we can afford to lose one or two. No, don't destroy that. Okay, so we do have a few Skywatchers there. But hey, we've pretty much deleted all of the things that need to be deleted. All we have to do is get Grigor II himself killed, and then we can destroy the gate, fly in our little helicopter team, with one of the heroes included in one of the squads. Ooh. The little plan didn't quite pan out, did it, Grigor? And what's more, these guys are going to help keep your HP low enough, so when the time finally comes for me to send my bombers, which is right now, by the way, they will be able to finish you off. In fact, it looks like they might not even be necessary. Okay, so we have the atomic bombers going in. They're going to go ahead and deal with Grigor. And once that's done, we can finally finish off this gate, go inside, come on! No, not quite enough. Okay. But not to worry. Because as luck would have it, we have more of these things ready. Looks like our atomic bombers are just getting through their anti-air defenses, too. Although we did lose one. Alright, so Grigor II. Prepare to get deleted. 5 bombers should be enough to do this job. And once that's done, we'll destroy the gate, and that will be mission complete. Hopefully we don't destroy the Grigor's headquarters as well. That would be very bad news. Actually, I don't think these guys will be necessary. We'll just send them here to destroy that.
Grigor II is dead. Now I must go speak with the flesh and blood Grigor.
We got that one taken care of too. Alright. So we'll go ahead and send these helicopters in. They're going to try to hold the line here while I get another transport helicopter built. And that should allow us to finally finish the mission. Problem is, once these guys... Problem is going to be, of course, any anti-air units that are in the vicinity. So we'll have to pretty much unload these things. Oop. Okay, that's not going to be able to stop us. However, it looks like that could be... Alright. We've done it, I think. Alright, just fly in. Okay, so confirmed. I can just destroy this using bombers. And we've also got the area pretty much secured.
Go ahead. Yes, Commander.
You know, if I can just actually...
Roger.
So can I...
Go ahead. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Ready, sir. Of course, sir. Affirmative.
We're under attack.
We've just about got it.
Awaiting orders.
I think 2 more bombers will be more than enough.
Go ahead.
Ready, sir.
10-4.
I'll send Molly Ryan in first. I think I have a save file that'll allow me to just finish the mission. Or once I finish this mission normally, that'll just be able to load up and just... Because there are 2 different cutscenes depending on who you actually send.
We're under attack.
And it looks like I might need to actually
We're under attack.
send some people to guard the path to there. Ooh, not on the...
Yes, Commander.
Okay. Hopefully, we'll be able to get right through. There we go. Just go ahead and take out that anti-air unit. There we are.
We're under attack. Yes, Commander.
The gate is open. All we have to do is send Molly right in, and we've got this. Alright. Uh-oh. Okay, so we'll drop here.
10-4.
Yes, Commander.
Go and win us the mission, Molly. No, just enter it. There we go. Cutscene will play.
It should be safe to enter the bunker now. Just have to blow the door. Grigor Stoyanovich, I presume? I've come a long way to speak with you.
An American? You have come a long way indeed. I will give you 1 minute to explain your business here before I have you shot.
A friend of mine hoped you could be persuaded from heading down the wrong path. In the future, your noble legacy will be perverted, and millions will die because of it. Your name will become synonymous with evil.
Lies! When the robot came to me, it explained everything about what is to come. The battles, the conquests, the glory. Do you really think I would have done any less myself had I lived long enough? So what if the short-sighted people of your time curse my name, so long as they are my slaves? But enough of this. My destiny awaits. Guards!
I hoped it wouldn't come to this. No, actually I did. I've seen too many friends die because of you, and now it's your turn.
All right.
I feel the tug of the time vortex pulling me back. But what future will I return to? One that is better or worse?
And there we go. I think that should be the end of the entire campaign. Well, for the most part. I'm going to see what the other ending has in store once I get the stats done here. You are victorious. All right. So let's see how we did before we look at the other ending. Summary. Well, we actually had the most military. Economy, Yushi Party obviously got that. Although Ukraine was not far behind at all, our allies. In society, we got the top there. 108 units killed for 121 lost. And 70 buildings razed for 26 lost. Army size 74. So we did have the biggest army, at least. Hero count, and well, it should be 2, but oh well. Wonder count 1. Timeline. Yeah, this mission took a long while. So, yeah. Alright, so let's see how the other ending plays out, shall we? There we go. Mission. Alright, here we go. Cutscene playing.
It should be safe to enter the bunker now. Just have to blow the door. Greetings, General Grigor. You don't know me yet, but my name is Molotov, and I have come.
I know perfectly well who you are. My robotic servant told me all about your treachery. The only thing I don't understand is how a once good man could betray his people. Perhaps you were never more than half a man.
Your mechanical namesake is the traitor. Because of him, millions of innocent people will die, and the name of Grigor and Novaya Russia will be cursed among all the nations of the world.
Lies! When the robot came to me, it explained everything about what is to come. The battles, the conquests, the glory. Do you really think I would have done any less myself had I lived long enough? So what if the short-sighted people of your time curse my name, so long as they are my slaves? But enough of this. My destiny awaits. Guards!
I had truly hoped I would come here and find a rational man. Grigor, champion of the Russian people. Instead, I find a madman and a tyrant. Forgive me, but I cannot allow your nightmare to become my reality. I feel the tug of the time vortex, pulling me back. But what future will I return to? One that is better or worse?
Alright, well that is it. That is the entire campaign, and that is both endings. So yeah, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.